Hydra Effect has worked hard over the last year following a dream that they all strongly believe in. With not many downs and lots of ups, they've managed not only to stay afloat in a very competitive music scene, but they've made their presence known nationally. Hello, boys. How are you guys tonight?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
So take me through the process. Who writes the songs?
It's a combined effort. Typically, Steve or I will bring a riff in, we'll play on it for a while, make any changes we want to it, and then we'll bring in Nate and Jeff.
And these guys will kind of work it all out together. I throw a melody behind it, write some words, and we got us a rock and roll song.
Now, you guys were recently in the studio, about to release a debut CD. Were there any obstacles you guys faced?
Initially, it was like, how are we even going to pay for this? So, which we all, made it happen.
But you guys never ran into any conflicts in the songwriting process prior to getting to the studio? You guys felt really good with your material going in?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Our chemistry was very strong.
And I think once we got in there, the producer, Justin Reimer, turned the whole thing around for us. He created a whole new sound that even at the end of it blew us away.
Does this CD reflect the music that you guys intended to reflect?
Even more.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like I said. For us, we all feel like we're very creative individuals in what we do here. But I felt like it went from here and instantly just rose so far above it. I mean, from what he did.
Willingness to take risks too. There's a couple pieces in the music that, are a little bit risky, I guess, a little bit out of the box.
So when you guys went into the studio, those songs that you brought in, where did the ideas for those songs come from?
Those were already written. We had been playing them for a while, and they were picked out of 10, 12 songs that we had to bring in by our producer. He picked them out.
Was the producer able to make you fall in love with those songs again? If you've been playing them for a while, you tend to get very bored. They start to become second nature. Then they lose their creative flair. Did you go back and find new creative flair with some of the older?
What went down. We walked in. We kind of refreshed some old things, and it was great. And the love for those songs has gotten right back.
Is it safe to say that Hydra Effect before going in the studio was one type of band, and then after your studio experience, now you guys are a different sounding band?
Absolutely.
Because a lot of the songs are rearranged now, correct?
It was definitely a learning and a growing process.
As we went back in that room just to create those songs that we rebuilt in that studio, it brought out a whole new side to us. I mean, that we walk out of there just feeling great. Can't wait to get it on the stage.
So you guys are all very experienced musicians. You've been in this game for a long time. What is the hardest part about being in a band in today's market? Not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago, but in today's market. What is the hardest challenges that Hydra Effect is facing?
I think there's a lot of challenges, to be honest.
Market saturation, with digital marketplaces, a lot of bands can put out whatever they want to.
Competition's fierce, right?
Competition's fierce, so we got to put out an even better product.
What's going to make a Hydra Effect song stand out more than the other band that's releasing a new CD the same way?
I think a lot of it is how we how we write, how we try to get creative. We try to, and of course I think a lot of bands do the same, but they try to write about their daily experience, life. I mean, just whatever it may be. We try to reach out to people to where all kinds can understand where we're coming from. That you don't have to be a certain age limit, but our message and our meaning, I think, can stick with anybody from high school all the way up to 40, 50 years old. I mean, it just has that connect.
And you guys have played a lot of shows on the road. When you go out on the road, what is the age group of the kids? Are there kids? What's the age group coming to your shows?
I think if they'd let kids in, we'd probably have kids at the show.
So it's young, mixed?
Yeah, Hard Rock cafes are, family restaurants until late in the night, so we've seen some young kids there too.
Yeah.
So.
How much time have you guys spent on the road, and what are some of the bands you guys have played with that you're proud of?
I guess on and off, close to about a year. We've been very lucky to do a little tour with Surrender the Fall. We've shared stages with bands from Nonpoint, Save and Able, to some of our friends, Full Devil Jacket, Smile Empty Soul. But I think one of our biggest that we were we felt blessed to even be a part of was when we were on with Shinedown.
And then, so we also came off the road a couple months back to record this EP. So,
In the future, plans for you guys?
oh, absolutely.
Back on the road.
Back on the road.
As soon as we drop it, we're hitting the road again.
And that's what a band has to do nowadays.
Yeah,
You can't just put out a CD and stay at home. The
You-
road is now
Yeah.
part of the push to make it successful, correct?
Well, and that's where, you know, a lot of people, we were talking about earlier, how the outlets can help you and hurt you. And I think they can help you a lot by getting your music out there. Financially, it can hurt you a little. But then that's where you have to pack up the van, boys, and let's hit the road because we're gone for 2-3 months, you know.
So when you guys do embark on another tour, how are you going to pay for those traveling expenses, the merch you're going to bring on the road, and anything and everything else to keep Hydra Effect moving forward going into 2015?
Well, the Kickstarter was a big help. But most of it does come straight out of our pocket.
The Kickstarter paid for the debut CD, so the remaining expenses, which
With
are
some merch and just a lot of other, you know, little, small items, you know, something that we can try to, when we're on the road, we can regenerate that money back a little bit just to stay afloat, you know, to survive. I mean, but we do it because we love it.
So the new CD is about to debut. You guys have put a lot of blood and sweat and effort into this CD. For the fans who are going to get it here soon, where will they find it?
They can get it all digital marketplaces, you know, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, and the single will be available on June 17th.
Well, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.